abusia sabo akwaba Amanyosem dwuade na aguso awhwe original TV so fa do e atentam panyufo asimwa me no kase Kenneth Kabu aginadwa sanso na yenua Kafui Amegah enso aginadwa ha sina me kan say conversation ko so no WhatsApp number no betima send no message ni sina ba nya kenkani nyina de ama sanso na Facebook live stream no so obetimi apass o comment wo ho na no so akenkan ade ama bedwafo omakwaba
enua sami adom na so e
na mi adom fie boko
adom woni wi ani ho fie boko
nene fie boko de
you mean dey once a divine selection akan e de you better nyame ase
say the problem be any
oh they be under the leadership of Nanado who said every day the problem now bisa assembly
the problem be any
oh under Nanado every day
problem how the problem be no he
oh problem there be kati assembly nya aba
okay
napkufo ya ntwa muka eyi ye from saying national service caterers almost and nat almost almost strike nagrat so almost strike they can't count until look under President Nanado em say me nyando ni say President Nanado there at every day this or come back to Israel maybe or come bomb pie say obe see asora dan ema nyame no so onko hobium onko say boniface ansan ye umbeto ye na so papa we pa de lie
okay say Kafui de boni bi eno
oh no problem
ejina ye na so Ghana ebeku ye
okay
Ghana baby ejina no say enye His Excellency President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ni enya no at this time na enya president fufuru bia in the person of ex-president John Dramani Mahama and Kabadistan Ghana ebutu. Because when you meet resilient challenges, you face them head on to ensure that you'll be able to find a solution to it. Na enye obi at a point in time obeto ne hand in despair na bemu abu Ghana begu a enwu minim de me ye me de me hwemfa me ho de mo beye bia me mfihwe. That kind of governance is not up to the points on where to me jina hwe no ho anu aka say me de me mabramo o me ma yet say dwanfunu nti bibia amfa me ho. This time round, you have a government that is solid, that is resilient, that is facing the problem, even though there are challenges worldwide. But he make sure say he be to me share na ya fix the problem na ma Ghana ejina yi na Ghana ejina brane. Send be ya Ghana e be to me asanfa ne.
Okay. Mama shall say for free.
Just a minute before we intro no. How can I say the Council of State members are 24?
Yeah.
They are not 24.
Now.
No. Just go back and read. We have about 16 regions.
16 regions.
16 regions, plus
11.
Plus 11 for the president, 27.
Okay.
Chief of Defense Staff, IGP.
But Oko on website, or must it say their current membership is 24.
And they should have explained it to you.
Yeah, Oko website is there.
Because based on the criteria, and I knew, say President Akufo-Addo, he appointed 11. And every region has one. Until no cry 27.
Also call on website Oma Juma Omo Yeni Bibia is there. Or must it say the current one which was sworn in 23rd February
was 24.
24.
You know the reason. Once at first no we had our region was only 10.
Yeah.
And yes, it's 16. So you should have added this Oman year.
It means maybe president allocation of 11 we're ready to
okay, then should be. Come and let's see.
All right.
Because
I'm sure say how do you receive it? Say to be after the bear reject a year S Gracia. Why state the entire S Gracia say already a Juma part-time job or meet 4 times in a year. You try and cut when your privileges be brave to whom the entire was says are the S Gracia to me at the Emmanuel. Does it ring any bell?
Sammy, let me seize the opportunity. Namencha share for Amicia NDC fraternity from the national down to the branch level. Me chair me mamido Kujo MP of Adan and then a kakepim. Me chairman Ewada. Sammy, this all kind S Gracia is what fever. Why you may be until quiet CG way and Franco. Now, so they may be someone say, what is the essence of a Council of State for? You see, they advise the president. And it's not mandatory, say, if they advise the president should take it. Who clients think, now he should use advice. Look, it's time is saying, I can say, I don't see the essence of a Council of State. I don't see the essence of it. So, the Council of State was just picked from our chieftaincy institutions. We call every traditional we are elders, Council of Elders are advise the king or the chief. Now, so in our dispensation, we are a woman party. I don't see the essence of it. And look, they meet only 4 times in a year. Some year they meet only 4 times, and at any time the president feels say they are or here or advice. He just call them or parliament. Now, so based on that, I don't see say why should we give them as gratia? You know, say whether they meet or they don't meet, they are being paid for. Whether they meet or they don't meet, they are being paid for. So at the end of it, fine. This is enshrined in our constitution, and every successive government paid it. This is a wake-up call. Say, look, why can't we at least because me her party. Me share what as the Council of State for their Juma Omoye. I don't see why we should even accommodate this huge number. For example, when you say when you come to the regions, when we say assembly members, the various assemblies, they vote for the Council of Way. Maybe someone say if we want in a region, ye person will be into your phone. I would rather prefer say we should rather give it to the traditional rulers or the politicians within that particular region. Please, ye the way more vote on them. And yeah, assembly members. Because look, these people are going to advise the president, the superior head of the nation. And so why should assembly members? I mean, council assembly members, they have here. They are needed. But this is a certain level the region should be vote. You rather pick somebody from their region. Very good. Then it goes. Now, so we've taken it. Say, oh no, let these people go and vote. And seriously, I don't see the essence. And Sika talk with the choir, me chairman, me dana say, say he stated say, and yes say, bapayo ana bibinti na the choir. And he realized, say, look, after all, I've been paid every month with even work that I've not done part-time, and I do my be a main ye chamka at the end of a month, about 26,000 something at the end of a month. If I say, oh, why should you give me another one? I'm sure I said that 200 and something, about 365,000. Yeah. When you do the summation, I'm sure it's 1 year salary. That happens. Your friend says submitted, and I had the mom. Say, look, let's go ahead and share. I don't see the need for a Council of State. Even if there may be a Council of State, the number is too huge. It's too huge. Okay, all of them have been given a V8. Whether I like it or not, and it's free, at the end of your tenure, you are sending it home. So we should just look. Ghana, as we speak now, we've not reached a stage whereby some money need to be going anywhere. You best say, look, if we can have a capping even on it, it would have helped.
All right. Kafui, we have a certain record. No, who may hear Safo for Bafaswana. We should just pass.
Sammy, my fa original TV for the case so na me fan chia for na match ya me party move mpany for say to me acquire regional congress awie na Saturday twa me kura central region for and so acquire on way na mko regional conference na mko maintaining most of the old executives, getting them battle ready for 2024. It means that we are ready. Sami, asemwa eda benwa so yi. Togbi afede ni ex gracia wasan de ko. Sami, I will look at it in this perspective. My politics, I yet to say, people go into politics just for the money of it. Say, I'm a politician because there are certain benefits attached to it. So people will just jump into the train and get it moving. And people will kill for it because they think that there is some benefit out of it. But I mean, especially if you are a businessman of sorts yourself, you've realized that politics is not a place to go and make money. Politics in your baby, you say you pesca. I just see it as a money-making venture. And so, you see, one thing that we have also not recognized is that when people come on a mission, in a sense that you see in respect to Obia or non war ukrom na naketua obejeno eno ehun ye behwe na ye de atua woka entino these people come in and then they take huge salaries you absorb it into behwe see obia the salary akakraka or kwaya see be man ex gracia now they are. You look at our members of parliament. Some every 4 years, be a ex gratia. Normally, they call. And somebody who has stayed in parliament for about 20 years and thereabout, it means that every 4 years, he takes on ex gratia. Away and you may be a share. Now you can say, but to tell us the truth, it doesn't. So it's a show of bravado. Say, say, I have the means, and you'll be an the court, no could a woman no. So, no, when you see canoe the bequa, or being so unfound because of first saying a Juma way in free, and it is enshrined in the Constitution. Do you understand? It is enshrined in the Constitution, the car. Yeah, or this is Kayakui. Ghana for what you yeah, done as all the other. But media dear Kamesra and say, I get your Jacan hono in company in Amra because he has the money.
Was stated say a Juma every month already a Trianica. Some in America say, or say as gracious.
Some media or you know. I can't cast them, Rebecca say, a young fenim. A young fenim, it is just a show off. In Hawaii, somebody who spoke about it. Yet, hey, you Council of State, you West Gracia. We know, and you see, the Constitution has made provision for it. Article 70. Article 71.
Is it not hard time? Maybe you have to think again. Especially looking at the money we pay them once we have all this statutory payment in arrears. A proper Ghana. Any power di a proper. Ex-President John Dramani Mahama. Right.
Where di a proper. You see, when he has his boss, the late President John Evans Atamils, I acquire a constitutional review. I nyame emfani currency went to me and me obedi na ade no. Esanko twa another 4 years no. What did he do with that constitutional review?
Oba 6 years now we dey na waye.
Same in America say enipa wedi ya bro.
Mahama said wa kai Mahama twa 4 years wanya hwe. Let's assume so wanya for hwe. Oba 6 years now we dey na waye.
Was it part of our campaign promise? It wasn't.
Now constitutional review committee now, was it a campaign promise?
Omo
report from the buyer no, it's not binded by law. Okay.
Say me percent me share constitution no. Na me ya constitutional expert in no. Eniema atosini wo mu no. Ye hwe ne ye ne ye. Oh okay, me na me ye driver me wo mate. Anko si driver no akonya say
Kafui you person constitutional review committee no madwuma mo ye no san say ye NDC aban na na ete so mo ye ni ntino is is NDC alone a bit me about me
maybe NDC alone.
So why are you not implementing it?
Say they had their vision. And no more yes, okay, this is what we want to do. Ghana for bomb abaso.
And they've done it.
I'm buying away.
I don't report and
you see, the fact of the matter is, and then I catch and say, okay. I had to say, and way, Johnson, I said, don't get the general secretary. Okay, so Bano results on General Fee. Some of the question and cut you said, then you obedient to mention. These are the issues. Yeah, critical matters for her. Kabu, don't come in because I know time I've not invited you into my time.
I don't think you are
here today for us to make that sense to these issues. Which issues? Okay, you wrap up. We know what you are capable of doing. Today, we will not give you the time. Go ahead.
Where we? Okay, Mami can message you. Good evening, host. Mother Ghana is dead. You know, message you there about say Ghana, say Ghana is dead. We see the other about say, what kind of advice is that? Do they give to the president so that they can be given this amount? Because I say foot to bear ban a council of state for council of state as foot to bear pan into mutual mampenia and to say this is Kawi it me at the Amaomo. You know about could do the about we see that about say good evening, or say me good evening. So I think the guy you invited yesterday was also government advisor, right? Proclaiming that building cathedral is good, while he has received his payment as advisor of the president, which that sector is not deadly routine job, Sammy, per your presentation. Do this MPP feel national for the unpaid? This MPP feel national for the unpaid national workers? God have mercy on them. They will be judged and paid for. Ohineba edifila enwade aba laboni node aba. We say good evening, please. I want to help the MPP man to reduce his weight. Please, you can give my number to him. Now, Kafui, do you want to reduce weight?
Maybe I'm catch you with some person sote.
O girlfriend me catch some person.
Nipa no your son. Into what are you expecting?
The girlfriend I come my sister catch us open say ya. I was say I'm doctor. Say hi. My name is Michael from Ablikuma. And what they about? The person of Boama we to tell friend also a doctor.
Catch and say can you say
okay. But on after second thought, if you want to say hi. My name is Michael from Ablikuma. Say please, good evening, Mr. Presenter. What actually constitutes the payment of such huge amount? I think this is the time we, the youth of this country, stand against some of this unreasonable payment in the country. Good evening, bro. Please, if you see this MPP man, then I bore. Or see if I see this people, I bore. He thinks we, the viewers, are dumb. I want to ask, is there not any law that can be used to remove incompetent president in office? Yeah, we have impeachment. We can trigger the impeachment by a process. But let's move on to another issue. Now, the first issue is about the government priority. Said they send topics in the money. Parliament, according to Speaker, is broke since Afia Shasibisi no Munye Sika. They are running on credit. I know her Office of Special Prosecutor and so they say budget the man, no yes, man, which is 170 million, 10 million penny a day. Amano, as we speak, board of crowd the Bayjuman in Honum. And why they beto more a minister for West and Housing. Also here 888 million Ghana cedis no that it got a moment sujiri ako says Carnoso Yemfa Mano. But the president has been able to release 25 million Ghana cedis to the construction of a national cathedral. Not only that, already we can release a year 32 million. So in all, government are releasing 57 million Ghana cedis. Me no ka say ye call a year oko MPP manifesto. Emua a 2016 manifesto. We one am no all councillors because my MPP manifesto. And at the moment, oko page 25 infrastructure or say constructing storm drain drains in Accra and other cities and towns to deal with the recurrent devastating flood. Establishing a National Hydrology Authority which will be responsible for and shall plan, develop, maintain, protect, and administer drainage, flood control measures, major dams, and sea defense measures, including construction of major storm drains to reduce the risk of flooding, constant dredging and desilting of our waterways, and drain to ensure the free flow of water. This is what MPP manifesto ekaye. But President has not released money. Statutory payment award arrears, teacher trainee arrears in 6 months arrears, nursing trainee 9 months, NAPCO 9 months, national service 4 months, school feeding since last year, third term, national insurance scheme 2 billion arrears, MPs common fund 3/4, district assembly common fund 3/4, road contractors 5 billion, government owed chamber of fertilizers 400 million Ghana cedis. But the government find it wise to spend a year 25 million Ghana cedis on a national cathedral. But before a year bekono, me pacho, let's listen to Omampeni Nana Kufuor. 2020, Omampeni Kasemi said he will not commit taxpayers' money. So the Kwakoti Gatem no system drain because Ghana for swear ding. Or ye crana a best sabola kugu gatem. Na yet to me, ama no at me and so no as a yiri at their fire. It made no sense. Say government be committed taxpayers' money on that. It means Omampeni say a sword ding to a giant pay their money and so in fire. So yesterday I asked a very simple question and I'm repeating the same question. Per President Lodge, Ghana for a stubborn. Ye near huni, and inti Ghana for a stubborn, ye near huni, entina and so unify apart from the promises he made, the social contract he signed with Ghanaians a year 20, a year 16, or he's not going to commit the money into drainage system, some drain or castle. But the president found reason to commit taxpayers' money, though it's not part of his budget at the National Cathedral. Question maybe say, see National Cathedral anyway, I'm California Bonibium. Our reform move for me in Machino Mubejai, and Sunday Jamano Yebejana, Yinti Omampina now the area at the San Common Bashishas.
We want this, we want that. But the attitudinal change that would enable us to be able to make to bring value to these demands, that is always left out, up till today. Whilst as the Ojo River is being dredged, there are still people at home who, when the rains come, think that the easiest way to deal with dirt in their houses is to throw it out into the gutter center. Those things have to come to a stop. We all have to speak to each other in Ghana to bring those things to a stop. Because if we don't, no matter the investment that we made, at the end of the day, we'll be back to square one. And I'm not prepared to spend your money in that way again.
I don't know, I'm paying another Kufuor. I don't know, Kafui, my mention say, and free honum. Why are we spending taxpayers' money on building National Cathedral? Though it's not captured in 2021-2022 budget, but all the statutory payment that government is mandated to pay, and as to speak, in TI flooding and home and some young first car and coy. Why?
Some medasi any questions here will be say, but I want to state with all emphasis. Say yetnaha na yekase about priority ne saying Yokusi National Cathedral buying and factor and financial budgeting, and therefore we don't find it prudent to say buying Yokusi National Cathedral. I ask myself, have people taken their time to read the 2017 budget? Because the 2017 budget, the allocation to the National Cathedral was put in there black and white.
2017.
17. Yes.
And which year is this?
And I make a choice say 2020. But you see, once we have captured it, and then it's in the budget, appropriation in an arm.
What is the budget? Every year be a kind budget.
And I make a choice say, whether you kind of budget every year be whatever it is, we would want to draw the attention of the lot that whatever the situation is, if people say any budget anymore, This thing was captured in the 2017 budget.
Hold on. The enemy say the entire every year a ready budget ni say what they call to parliament say afia ye be simi me here sika say sika na me gia me de be we enti say ye kwan e na wo se wo ye e na sa wanye wie na sika nso a the next year no obesa repeat so me yes kwan I will still need this money. 2021-2022 budget, there's no way I capture National Cathedral. So why are we spending money on National Cathedral? Why is not captured in the budget?
So I mean, you see, I was looking at the one leg of it. That some focus young capture. I want to bring people's attention to it that the second issue is that we had the Minister of Finance who went to Parliament to also indicated that Yebesi Cathedral, and then we would want people to contribute towards the building of the cathedral, and then the contribution goes to the Finance Ministry. And you know, so contribution ever go to the Finance Ministry. Who has the right to appropriate the funds? It's not the Finance Ministry. And why is it so soon say Ghana full refi? Say yes, say people who have can contribute a minimum of 100 Ghana cedis. Refi. When say
so you mean this money, 25 million, is not from state coffers?
Sammy, that is what I'm trying to tell you. Say, Mama yenye right. When you say Captain Smart Crocker say, or no crown do or no coswasment the course say.
It's not about Captain Smart. Are you saying say? Are you saying this 25 million and yet taxpayers' money?
Sammy, are you aware that the Minister of Finance went to Parliament to indicate that they are going to build the National Cathedral and people should contribute to the construction of the National Cathedral?
He said that.
Are you aware?
He said that.
So, if you are aware,
don't you have board of trustee for National Cathedral? Because what we know say National Cathedral, our board of trustee, all those fundings are going to the trustee.
But Ministry of Finance, or said that money must come to the ministry.
Okay, if indeed said that money went to the ministry, said that okay, which I doubt.
Why
the letter recited from Finance Minister, a letter was sent to the Chief of Staff, to the President, and through that, any other command, accountant and controller said we should release that 25 million Ghana cedis. If indeed it's about National Cathedral, Sikala, Lasulala, or Majiji, the Board of Trustees, can they release money for that? Why do we have to write letter to the President, to the accountant controller? No, says can.
Same, and you were here, Yaji e-levy. Yaji e-levy, a quagiari.
Yes. Yeah, consolidated fund.
Sure.
Yeah.
It is a no easy carefree e-levy. Is it not a consolidated
very
fund?
Good.
You take the
I say instead the same money go to the consolidated fund.
And I make a catch say when the Minister of Finance told Ghanaians to contribute the 100 Ghana cedis. Na Emran what details nearby, he didn't tell us that he was going to the Board of Trustees. Was that part of his statement? So where was the collection going? If the collection was going to the Finance Ministry, where will we get the money from? Fair and firm on our issues. Na emamomi anto enfuturo enwu ahwefo anim, as if said there is some wrongdoings going somewhere. And some in any case, I saw you doing a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation on the TV. And you put in nursing training allowances, and some you were not on ferisa what they told. Nursing training allowances, teacher training allowances.
Why should I be ashamed as a journalist, as a presenter, now nursing training allowance in arrears? Why should I be ashamed to say it?
Some
Why? Why should I be ashamed?
Because we have had a government who stand blatantly and told us, say, nursing training allowance, so if you put it there, a government that has come to reinstitute this, and in a case, if there is an arrest of 6 months, Sammy, and
he said, "Ababi buy." And also or replace it. Buy and also replace national nursing training alawa. And Ababi Swaban also made a restore Ecoswa. So me as a Ghanaian, as a presenter or as a show host, now say areas I should be ashamed to bring it to the limelight.
Now the other to
say
sadie we ya eda we ne genesis ni say na ban bi handle no say no de call ye kwan yo de fa so ni o hwie guye e na ban bi aba o de aba bi gina ho enne ya ye adwuma ye nya ban bi a teacher fo kire ade enfie mienu ni enfie miensa ni watu o musumi mienu bosumi miensa katua eno kra no teachers endured it omo endure ye Emma who said baby by taking care of all those situations. Sammy, we have seen it all. So ain't you know, so what can say Ghana for your priorities in saying is our priorities to go and build the National Cathedral and then teacher training in any case who says who pay them. Ya wa baby Sammy or buy your back and say even health insurance cry or buy a one-time premium. Na no who Adi I want to mean ye and I know catch the Ghana for. You know the G to me or buy to me ye. When to me anye. O ja health insurance poto and they buy a very viable health insurance. Amana ya kono to renew health insurance or phone so na ain't say if there is a backlog and then we are handling it and also has become a news. So these are some of the things we ask ourselves the questions. So question and anything. And only saying because you see, yes, the National Cathedral was a promise, was a campaign promise that the government is fulfilling. Equally as the free SHS, the government is fulfilling it. It is a government that fulfilling not also Osi Cathedral, Ama Omayano, that will become a place and Kafui to Miyaba. And then it also, at the end of the day, will add on to our tourist attraction issues.
All right, I was just searching for something, and this is citynewsroom.com, and this article was published July 31, 2021. National Cathedral, 100 Ghana cedi donation drive, not a government initiative. Secretariat. Okay, I see the National Cathedral Secretariat has clarified that the appeal for funds towards the construction of the project is not an initiative of the government. The government has come under strict criticism after the finance minister, during a presentation of the mid-year budget review, indicated that the board of trustees of the cathedral will on August 12 launch a 100 Ghana cedis a month club initiative to appeal for donation from Ghanaians towards the construction of the project. However, Chief Executive Officer of the Secretariat, Dr. Paul Opoku Mensah, in an interview with City News, said the initiative, which will be launched on August 12, 2021, is only to promote the collective ownership of the cathedral. So far, we have exclusively focused on the major donor, while the church as institution and also individual says they are happy to give as much as between 5,000 to 100,000. But there are those who tell us that they are happy to give, but how do they contribute? Because they do not have any huge amount. So one of those donors said Secretariat should do something so that those with any amount can also give to the National Cathedral construction. And this is when the proposal of the 100 Ghana Cedis Club was launched to ensure that the money, that as many Ghanaians as possible to give the opportunity to write their names in the history of cathedral. So this is it. This money never goes to the ministry.
In the way I will read, you know. He found naturally a potential Ghana DJ, no. A secretariat may take you ownership of it. This article. Try me.
One Miss Ankama be man.
Sambe or say, and yet a bino, a secretariat ownership. But the means of collection.
What I say?
Say.
Sometimes let's not try to be smart.
Some smart for them.
No, let's not try to be smart by
defending
defending indefensible. I was saying National Cathedral 100 Ghana cedis drive, not a government initiative. And our state said the money is not going to government. So why?
Smart ben a woman.
So per this article, the secretariat, the chief executive,
collections nana. Is it there black and white?
Read it.
Oh, Sammy.
Oh, just read it.
Is it there black and white?
Read it.
Is it there or say it is the secretariat's own initiative? And your government initiative, send your Minister of Finance, or Parliament, you know. It once is the secretariat's own initiative. The Minister of Finance did indicate that Ghanaians must own the cathedral. Send your bayas and Crawford banner, your tourists, no more, it to get also people attracted to come around.
Okay.
In that case, was there any clarity?
So to wrap up with you, no, it's okay for government to ignore NAPCO 9-month arrears, teacher trainee, nursing trainee, school feeding, national health insurance scheme, all these statutory payment in arrears. Government, it's okay for government to ignore them and donate or to commit taxpayers' money, 25 million Ghana cedis to the construction of National Cathedral.
So I mean, in any case, 6 years, as you claim, into our government. Any of these arrears, have you seen any of them standing in arrears for the last 6 years? No. So in any case, the programs of government must continue.
Why do you pay nursing training allowance? I didn't restore it.
Now, Sammy, we restore it for the nursing trainees to be able to get some
okay. So a social intervention.
Absolutely.
And 9 months you've not paid them.
Some nursing training allow 9 months in arrears.
And if not paid them, there's no big deal.
Oh, what is it, Sammy? You're not baby cry or show when you chair.
Okay. Okay. Do you give chop money to your wife? Do you give money?
No when I bind the car, you know that.
Do you give chop money? Do you give chop money to your wife every month?
Sammy, me send you chop money.
But we scared to fear.
Me dey minimum send you fear.
They be bosumi be making sure say them will fear.
Me dey minimum send you fear.
Who feeding nkwadan kure ko school almost snacks no problem.
There is sufficiency in the house.
There's sufficiency in the but so it has not been any time like 9 months who feeding woman and making sure say the sufficiency for your
case. Once there is sufficiency, there is food available. Okay.
So why do you make food available for your case?
Sammy, questions here will be said here. It is just to ensure that their upkeep is solid.
Okay.
And that is what we do.
Okay.
Nursing training.
I say, why do you make sure say there's food for your case?
And I make actually say, it is just to ensure that there is a lot of sufficiency in the house.
Sure. Okay.
Sure.
That makes you a caring father.
But nursing training allowances.
That makes you a caring father.
Sure.
To make sure say there's food for your kids to eat.
Absolutely.
All right.
So I mean, I saw to me family. Now, so we asked the other
okay, 30-second wrap up.
So I mean, you know, the questions you were trying to jab at me, you know, is telling you, say, you are all gearing towards teacher training and nursing training allowances. So I mean, see, I can say, you might be allowance, and you're supplementary, and you know, depending on who. Who be bottom of that? And I buy say, me the kakra so was it. It is not your dependency on that money. It is a buy in any case. Our areas were a buying the car, and this was a message your audio mukau. You know that they had their payment, and that is also telling us, say, and ya nunti, and or national agenda, would you develop or man or manaba halt? In any case, these things, they are crisis. It's a situational issues. You get out of it. We have not thrown our hands in despair to tell people that no, you deal with the issues.
Okay. Me pacho ba men ka me na femi nko eye Kabu ehonom. Na yasemo. Come on. I mean, where are the messages are for you? You know, the Abba say, shame on MPP government. One funny day, I say, good evening, Sammy. Tell the MPP man, the review was Nana Ado Vision Check 2008 debate. or say check here constitutional review committee okay. We say I'm a J from Ofanko, you know J different Ofanko a day about. We say please can you send the MPP man out of the studio? We say bit me at watching studio has here. We say good evening sir. It appears MPP government in Ghanaians are so dumb that whatever they put on the table, we are content. What a waste government. Question. So my name is Moise. Please, can the Council of Elders bring out the kind of advice they give to the president? So, a foot of the man, penny person who are foot when they are, and no one penny tamasem. We tell the MPP guy that he cannot water down what Togbe Afede has done. In 1,000 years, he can never overdo that. Besides, please, Mr. Host, don't go the way of the radio and TV stations of this country who always pitch NDC against MPP and end up politicizing every serious national issues. Please invite non-partisan panelists to discuss issue for our politicians to listen. Okay. You say programming, yeah, no. I can say academia so ebaha yeah blended. And the politician ba be call me the no be a candidate minia. But suggestion yeah yeah because why the amount. Where's Mr. Host? Please, the guy in red always give mediocre thoughts to the issues. We say I'm Charles from Ofanko. We say good evening, please tell the MPP man to stop talking. Robert from Ashaman. Same Boache as a man kese. I know they about say. Since when did the Togbe Afede notice that ex-gratia shouldn't be paid? Has he returned all the allowances he has got when he got the particular job? That particular job, this hypocrisy and double standard, MPP will break the 8. Same Boache as a man kese. I know they about a man kese. Greetings to Amegah for me. Watch out. I say, please, Same, tell Kafui to keep quiet if you don't know what to say. And so, you know, I say, please, good evening. Tell the MPP man not to be. Okay, you know, and they can the fan count. Was a good evening, Mr. Samuel. I'm James from Kafui. Please ask the MPP man if he really stays in Ghana. And the reason why all the MPP members are into politics because he always say things offline. You know, they about say, oh, Ghana. What pains me is Akufo-Addo doesn't even listen to Ghanaians, let alone Council of State. Who is that MPP man who is talking obnoxious? God blessed Togbe Afede and has showed he is a true leader, not the other useless, selfish, greedy, and corrupt leaders. No wonder the constitution is useless. Useless government, new constitution. You know every day about. Say good evening, Mr. Sam Hunter. Tell the MPP man to respect himself. Togbe Afede, you have done well. May God bless you. We say good evening, Simon. Please check your finger. Also check your figures on the Council of State number. We have 16 regions, 11 appointees, 5 other institutions, 32. Ruben Mose said them catch them. Oko Council of State for on my website, on my data, on my so in now. Or my state say or my number no 24. Yeah, you can go there and check. Yenu studio de aba yenu de mekan yenu Ruben Medozi from Aya Ablekuma Pentecost Junction or the way a bread and mekan. We say I'm Adam. Please tell the MPP man to be careful, very careful when ever they ask him about Togbe Afede in any media platform. Be careful. So yeah. You are getting there. We say good evening, Mr. Host. A Siliga teacher, or say I'm a Siliga teachers and teachers, the nurses, or teachers and nurses. They should go and ask the Wabroni about their money. Question no about. Say hello, good evening, host. You are so good and better in presenting cases that must be looked at. Also prove with all that. What's a truthful? I can say that church are also part of economic progress issues. Tell me which company employs more, into brackets, church or industry. Tell your big facts guy that we all support MPP, but he should be ashamed to call himself MPP member. MPP must not accept him as a peer. Host, May God increase your wisdom. Or Heneba from Laboni. Also share life ever. I think a message in the bar neighbor. Kabu, Mame, engage you in Namiyama Betuaso. National Cathedral of Storm Drain of a nursing training alawa government priority.
Same, say the most difficult ejuma ene. Say wama MPP for ejuma say onsia tomatoes are pro. I will say koto ewo bolgajom. Tomatoes are pro. You say ya sha MPP for say mukoton ewo bolgajom. Sami, say sometimes MPP normally speaks say they are from space and airba. And I'm taking only 4 years of JDM, 4 years of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. In all fields, with JDM performed far better than this inept, the most corrupt, substandard government ever.
Recording anything.
Okay, maybe. Sami, let me tell you, public sector. John Dramani Mahama employed more workers in public sector more than Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I'll give it to you. In Appendix 78, 2017 budget statement.
Oh, don't forget, say we are asking why government.
Yes, you hold on. He made a statement, and let me get to him. Miria, I'll come to your end. JDM, FR free 515,704 to 628,078. Appendix 78, 2017 budget statement. A difference of 112,374. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo 2020 budget statement. That is Appendix 7A. FR from 628,000 to 628,078 to 712,028. A difference of 28,950. So I've performed better than Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo 4 years. Let's come to the road sector. Road sector. I've constructed 1,624 kilometers road more than Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in 4 years. No, it's 4 years. Look, I'm giving. Please. Look, sometimes when you speak,
competencies were 8 years.
Kafui, Manenkasa.
Thank you very much.
Kafui, Manenkasa, back to the national
So don't do 4 years, 4 years.
Kafui, Manenkasa.
You know, when you sometimes I do
we
say
have 18 more minutes.
Very good. I said what? In 4 years. Recently, one can say about 10,000 kilometers of road. And another within 8 years. I'm comparing my 4 years and your 4 years.
It is
for me to show you that you are the most inept.
Solid
Hold on.
It is not 4 years.
In terms of trunk road, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and John Dramani Mahama. Trunk road, John Dramani Mahama 254 kilometers. Nana Addo 345 or about 93 kilometers better than John Dramani Mahama. Feeder road. Look, feeder road. I'll give you feeder road. I'll give you urban roads.
All right.
No, please.
Kafui. Kafui, makacho say 18 minutes. Wa mananka, me didn't nyina be ma no.
This is from Ministry of Roads and Highways. List of completed road projects 2017 to 2021. This is what I'm telling you. If you don't have your facts, just shout and get it.
Okay, now let's go to the priority. Let's move on to the priority.
Let's go to the substantive. Look, it is only an irresponsible father. It is only an irresponsible father who takes the children's or a sika ombe yusu ofie. Not they are called sorry themselves or because they are sorry that. It's only an irresponsible father. Irresponsible. I have it. They are all here. Take it. I've given it to you. Go and do your research. It's an irresponsible father. Let me repeat it. Say, fear. Sika o fear. Obefa sika o fear. No, or the obeken to say, or the kosi are sorry that. Come dini nikofo. Sammy, why am I saying this? Most of the times, what beside people for say, now my budget when away him. Say, or can I say then 2017 it had been captured. When there's no appropriation, it zilts. It doesn't work. Look, I have with me the some expenditure allocation for 2022.
Okay.
Which shows that appendix 4B, in no way, in nowhere in their budget, which will say they are going to spend money on cathedral. Later on, it's a counterpart funding. There's no need, say, it should go. Look, you start. You start. It's a counterpart funding.
Sure.
They said they need about 2 billion.
Yeah.
And Ghana government is going to give
it's captured in the budget.
385,000. Yeah. Development partners will give 614. It's a counterpart funding. Why is it that it's being captured in the budget statement? Yeah. Moreover, Nipa Yedi Edumani Man don't have the locus. Don't have the locus to practice architecture and any construction work in Ghana. David Adaye had the certification. That was last month. And all the juicy contract under President Nanadu is being given to one person.
You mean only a license and also no only license to work as a contractor and as an architecture?
No, with him he's a first class. You know, he's a international architecture. Okay. Nobody will just dispute it. Okay. Now, so in Ghana, as per our laws, no, before you be given the opportunity to practice it, you need to pass through some certification.
What certification are you talking about?
The person is not having it. Ghana architect,
and then you are contradicting yourself.
No. Kafui, we sometimes we educate listeners.
I'll
give you a time. I may own a market meet me our driver's license. That doesn't mean say because you came, US.
You can use the driving license.
You can't do that.
Look,
they have to also satisfy you.
Can you drive or you can't drive? That's the question. Who appreciates saying and then you contradict yourself.
You see, it's a Nipano. Doesn't have the certification to practice before, and then they're fine. Now, so you've already awarded this Eduma Ediman. Okay, Miss Cotton, this Aveime for
rice.
What was one of pillars I used against them? It did not have parliamentary ratification. So they cannot, because any international transaction that you enter into need to pass through parliament. Because almost said, have they ever passed any of the Sikayema David Adaye who belongs to the camp of Nanadu Danko Kufado and the family? No say, have they ever ratified any payment to him? No, because they felt say yes.
Through parliament.
Through parliament, they've not done anything of that nature. Sammy, another great concern is say. Minyano okai bibi say John Dramani Mahama teacher training allowance. Look, with the greatest of respect to him, during the time of JDM, the vision of that man, the vision son.
2 minutes.
Papa, Jai, all Kata one country. Yeah, the vision of John Dramani Mahama is so huge. Say he envisaged. Say, look. As time goes on, we need more teachers. We need more nurses. And or upgrading all this college of education to a tertiary status. School, loan. A student loan. Student loan. As I speak to you, MPP buy because of allowance and they can't even give them the allowance. No. They've capped even the intake or the various tertiary schools. Up to a year 50, other one is 65. Sammy, do you know? Say teacher training, and then say who call teacher training? You are supposed to go with a plastic chair. Are you aware? May say
plastic chair.
Yeah, it's part of it. You are supposed to go with a plastic chair. Yes, there's no infrastructure anyhow.
Look.
Okay, I read a news article somewhere at Tebubu.
Very good. Another area
just don't
with NPP for almost sorry. They claim said they perform better than John Dramani Mahama. Look, I challenge my brother Kafui Etihad. Say, you can't compare in terms of infrastructure of JDM to yours.
Infrastructure.
Infrastructure.
Okay.
A classical example. Okay, assume I'm giving you a trouble gas plant.
What kind of infrastructure?
Maybe a trouble gas plant. A trouble gas plant is a 1 billion project. Okay.
Kafui.
I don't know what you're saying.
And for our time, man.
As times goes on, you should know better. Say, time 3 car ye construct and then the duty free a second. Modi ankoma and another dan kwa.
Mami can message now.
I've not finished. Woman about 30 minutes. Please, no. 30 minutes.
Additional 1 minute.
Finish. Say, at least we're able to add 2 wells for you. Nanado Danko Kufadi.
You came to be the ones we are also found.
Yes. Jubilee Food. Jubilee Food. This is a 2022 budget statement. Jubilee Food. MIA 19,940 478 barrels.
Okay.
Vision leader John Dramani Mahama. About 2 additional wells. Take and a sankofa.
And so I'll say.
About 23,115,541.
So 19 against 23.
Yes. So are you trying to say that you perform far better than me?
Moreover,
Mamin can message. Kafui. Mamin can message. I'm first time. Mamin can message. You know about see this fat man defending the government because he's enjoying. Meanwhile, the unemployment rate in the country is unbelievable. I'm enjoying your show very well. You know what about say good. Sammy, good evening. The MPP man is not serious. By now, he gets some 10K before coming to your show. Adam defeated man. 10K we are. Kickback, kakra. Sammy, the MPP man getting too much time. We see amount of time to do. We say I now detest my party. I will know, or say I will no longer, or say I will no more join MPP. I'm ashamed of Nanado and his fake promise. Our people
they are corrupt,
full of lies, incompetence. This is my card. So, or the party membership card. Did my MPP man well educated at all? I'm sorry to say that his thinking level is myopic and doesn't deserve a platform like yours. Oh, me bra. This is democracy. A day will come your studio has space for your audience. A day will come and all of you be invited to Mama na Amaba. And I will meet Kafui, you love him. Now, Mamen Twaso Ewaha. Well, see, I'm leaving MPP forever. Charles from a fan call says, sir, hey, are we safe? E-levy is not much. Now, a Japa. Thank God there's a judgment after death. Well, see, good evening, Hunter. Your program is your program is cherished by serious-minded person. So please let the MPP fat guy to stop that unusual bend down, nude speeches. What went wrong at the previous government? That they have not done worse. Well, good evening, Original TV. I'm enjoying your show. In fact, the man who is trying to defend the government is a disgrace to the society. These are the people who are contributing to the rise of terrorism. How on earth can you be defending this barbaric attitude of the government? From Amos Sunyano Nadaba. We say tell the MPP man to go to bed and look within himself. Or say his children will disown him one day because he knows he doesn't make any sense to himself. Please tell the MPP man that he's annoying me. We say that was say, please. Blessed evening, Mr. Host. My name is Julius from Ashaman, Katamanso. Does the MPP man think we are dogmatic in our thinking? Besides, he is the only NPP communicator you can invite on your show. He has never made any constructive submission on your show. It is very ashamed and disgusting. My name is Mawena. Mr. Host, tell the NPP man that he is disgrace to Ghanaian youth. Tell him to be objective in his analysis. Sammy, please. Mr. Robert, Sammy, please, can I see that you have seen that MPP man is just there to protect his party, but not to fight for the nation. We said, I was saying, Mr. Host, please don't bring that MPP man to your show. Again, he is bringing down the reputation of the program. He believes his own lies. In his own lies, ask him if MPP government was voted into power by NDC or Ghanaians. Let him continue and speak ignorantly. I don't know. Now, 2 to 2 minutes. Medemawa woman kasa. Oh, director, 1 minute.
Yeah, Sammy. Another area of great concern. Another area of great concern, Emma. Once recently, NPP4 can say digitization, and so no more yard there also. Sammy, I can tell you during the time of John Dramani Mahama was able to lay fiber optic 1,000 kilometers from Greater Accra to Boko. Moreover, Racks digital center we had about 600
data center, national data center.
Data center. Yeah. We had about 600 rack space. Rack space HSA racks no 600.
Yeah,
John Dramani Mahama.
I've been there. I've seen that.
Yeah. At the same time, 4G and then 4G use no
internet.
John Dramani Mahama during the time no. Emma about 119 sites.
Okay.
And I can give it to Greater Accra 26, Ashanti region 23, Northern region 3, Upper East 5, Upper West 4, Brahma Half 9, Western region 13, Central region 14, Eastern region 11, and a vote
just time of the amount about the perfect. Most of our viewers and listeners say from your background they know and they believe say you know much. You are educated, but they feel disappointed how you deliver on issue. Is it issue of consent?
What is a disappointment about the delivery?
Because we hear messages tonight, but now some of them I can't even read.
I love the messages that are coming.
Okay.
And you see, I love them because you sit on the show and you are not pleasing people on what they want to hear.
Okay.
And you see, the messages that are coming, I love them because if I have come here and all the pro-NDC people sending the messages say, Kafui, oh, dear, what can you pay? Then I have not delivered.
Okay.
Because
those who got the messages are NDC. Are they NDC people?
It is not
those who are saying are they NDC people. I'm not going to allow you to say because NDC for them every message nearby. They are Ghanaians. They are Ghanaians like you and I. Because he had nothing to say. Look, he had nothing to say.
But it's your man Kasano.
You had nothing to say.
Or say digitizations.
Yes.
And then idea back what Ghana phone him say. Semi baufia and you could do sell and seller and I'm the baufia. The moment I slot in your digital address, I will come to your house.
Okay.
That is one of the good plus.
And who laid those foundations? The foundation has been laid by John Dramani Mahama. So please, I said that those platforms was laid by John Dramani Mahama. I'm telling you, we laid 1,000
kilometers. Going forward, no message in the show on the screen. And the message is never in the doors. Parliament. You know about please. Meguswama kind of time on the swan. Please tell Kafui that Ghanaians are no fools. We are more enlightened than the MPP guys as we think. Good evening, Sammy. Please let the MPP man get to know that those who are listening to your show are not dumb. Yenuya Airbed from Koko. We see the MPP man. I see that MPP man. Tell him God will ask him. All of them. We studio there, but see, good evening, Sammy. Please check your figures. Okay, my car will message way. Well, see, please, Sammy, tell the MPP man sitting there to stop what he's saying. It is better. The thing is not there at all. When you are back ready, but see, that's MPP. That's my MPP membership card. Imahume or card. We see, good evening, Sammy. The man you are having discussion with is a confused soul. What has he gained since MPP came to power? Yenuya Fred and the free time at the Ababusia for Kameka messages in an answer, Brenna Yebe. Yes, you could have managed in Comochina, Eukada, Yabesa, Edia. Kafui say or enjoy my message, you keep the message coming. And I'm